Hello everyone. So today we will be presenting our topic on sustainable food quality management using beef patty production in a factory setting. Let's start with introducing our members. First is Imam Balkis binti Muhammad Marus Nozuddin. Next is Nadia binti Muhammad Nazman. Third is Nicolene Jacqueline Valerie Ricardo Ricci. Last but not least is Nurul Izzah Maisarah binti Zainuddin. So the purpose of this presentation is to demonstrate how we apply HACCP principles, explain the system connections using system thinking, and discuss future challenges using anticipatory thinking. For our chosen food product is beef patty, which is a processed meat product made from ground beef mixed with ingredients such as salt, spices, and binders. Then the patties are formed and stored under chill or frozen conditions before being distributed to consumers. Since it is a high-risk food, it must be handled carefully to ensure safety and quality. For the production process, it begins with raw material receiving, followed by cold storage, grinding, mixing, forming, cooking, cooling, packaging, and finally storage and distribution. Each of these steps plays an important role in maintaining food safety and product quality.
Ever wonder how millions of perfect burger patties get made for restaurants like every single day? Well, come on. Our guide, Dennis McNary, is going to show us exactly how it's done.
So where does it all begin? With the one thing that makes a burger a burger.
Right here, beef trimmings. These are perfect for ground beef, and they come from all over.
But first up, safety is huge. They're tested for E. coli. If they don't pass, they don't get in.
Okay, so here's how that beef becomes a patty. It's a pretty straightforward four-step process. First up, it gets a coarse grind. You know, kind of like what you might do at home. Next, they check the lean-to-fat ratio to hit that perfect 80-20 blend we all love. After it's all blended together, it gets ground one more time for that familiar texture. And for the finish, a machine forms and stacks every patty, so they're all ready to go.
Now, making this much food safely means sanitation has to be absolutely top-notch.
And they are not kidding around. We're talking a full 8-hour cleaning shift every single day.
And get this, they're not alone. USDA inspectors are on site daily, making sure everything's up to code.
So, what's the result of all this? Well, the scale of production is just staggering.
Check this out. This one plant pushes out about 10 million pounds of beef a week.
To put that in perspective, that's enough for 40 million quarter pounders.
Wow. But wait, they're not done yet. Before anything ships, there's one final lab check.
So yeah, from trimmings to patties. It's really just like what we do at home, but on an unbelievable scale.
HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. It is a preventive system used to identify and control hazard during the food production instead of relying only on a final product inspection. There are three main types of hazard, which is biological hazards such as bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli, chemical hazards such as cleaning residues, and a physical hazard such as metal fragments. The first critical control point is raw material receiving. The main hazard here is a bacterial contamination from raw beef. To control this, only approved suppliers are used and the temperature must be maintained at 4 degrees Celsius or below. If the temperature exceeds the limit, the material will be rejected. The second and most important CCP is the cooking process. This step eliminates harmful bacteria. The critical limit is that the core temperature must reach at least 75 degrees Celsius. If this limit is not achieved, the product must be cooked longer or discarded to ensure the safety. The third CCP is the metal detection during packaging. This step prevents physical hazards such as metal contamination from a machinery. If the metal is detected, the production line must be stopped and the affected product must be removed immediately.
The beef patty production is not just a simple process, but a connected system involving multiple components. These include raw materials, processing, packaging, storage, and distribution, and finally consumers. Each part of the system is interconnected and affects one another. For example, if the raw materials are of poor quality, it can lead to contamination during processing and result in unsafe final products. In addition, improper storage conditions, such as temperature abuse, can cause spoilage and reduce product shelf life before reaching consumers. Another important aspect is the feedback loop from consumers. Consumer complaints and feedback help the company improve product quality and safety, making the system continuous rather than linear. This shows that maintaining food quality requires managing all components together, not just one stage.
So for the final part, I will present on anticipatory thinking. Basically, it means we prepare for future challenges in food production. One major threat is climate change, where rising temperatures and extreme weather can affect beef supply and quality. To address this, we develop alternative sourcing networks, improve storage solutions, and build more robust supply chain management. In addition, AI technology creates both opportunities and challenges, especially in monitoring temperature and detecting microhazards. This can be improved by integrating smart sensors and automated AI vision systems. There is also a shift in consumer demand towards healthier and more sustainable products. This encourages reformulation and the use of eco-friendly, biodegradable packaging. Overall, sustainability can be achieved by reducing food waste, implementing energy efficient cold storage, and improving digital traceability systems. In conclusion, anticipatory thinking helps ensure safe, high quality, and sustainable food production in the future. For this project, we used Notebook LM, Canva, CapCut, and ChatGPT. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.